They were filling out an ultimate SpongeBob character bracket. You ready for this, Nate?
I'm so excited for this.
Let's do it. First one we got here is a worm monster character. Is that the big worm?
That's the Texas bullworm, man. Come on.
Man, definitely more intimidating for me than a SpongeBob on a stick, and it doesn't look too appetizing.
Yeah, so. Is that supposed to be like a candy bar or like a ice cream thing?
I don't know, but I ain't eating it. I'm gonna go with the worm.
Worm caused a lot of havoc in the one episode that he was in, too. Next one we got SpongeBob and Patrick covered by what seems to be a bunch of garbage, and Jill himself, the hand. What do you think about this one?
I think for me, I'm a big cleanly person. I value hygiene, and I don't like the musty duo here. I'm gonna go with a nice, clean, groomed hand here for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Jill here. Is that the sailor's hand that introduces the episodes?
I have no clue. It's starting to sound like you're more of a SpongeBob nerd than me. So
I definitely am.
Mad respect. Larry the Lobster versus Mom and Dad. This is a big matchup very early on. Kind of sad to see one of these get eliminated.
Yeah. Did you know that the mom and dad, the reason they look like that, I always thought they were cookies. They're actually just old sponges. When you use a sponge, see, I wouldn't know this because I don't clean, but like when you use a sponge for a while, it turns into what that is.
That's definitely one of those. If you see those happy face sponges where you scrub them so much they turn to a sad face.
Yeah. Go Daddy.
What's it called? Scrub Daddy.
Scrub Daddy.
Shout out
Scrub Daddy. Biggest Shark Tank pull of all time, probably.
Hey, Scrub Daddy, sponsor us.
Shouts out Scrub Daddy. Yeah, we will put you on the desk
right here.
Sure.
Scrub Daddy's everywhere, honestly.
Larry the Lobster, as much as he skips leg day, I feel like we got to go with him here as far as how iconic he is.
It's true.
Dude was getting all the girls in Bikini Bottom.
Yeah, I can't pick a character that's definitely still in his prime versus someone who's washed.
Right.
All respect to Mom and Dad. All respect.
Yeah, literally washed.
Mr. Plankton, is that? Mr. Plankton?
I don't know what that is, but I know the guy next to him is the drill sergeant from the episode where SpongeBob learns how to drive a boat.
Oh.
And he's kind of funny. He's kind of hilarious. I don't know who the guy on the left is, though.
He is funny, but he is a mean teacher. But
true.
At the same time, is effective. He taught SpongeBob how to drive, so.
All right, next up, I got two characters that I'm not really sure who they are, to be honest. Do you know either of these two?
It looks like a jail, but it's also giving me Salty Spittoon vibes in the first one. Could be wrong.
The guy on the right just looks like he does not know where he is. I don't know what's going on there.
Yeah, the guy on the left definitely more locked into this tournament, want to win.
All right, next up, we got the guy that owns the shell shop when Gary needs a new shell, and he's super annoying. I really hated this guy. And I don't know if this is Karen. It doesn't look like Karen, but maybe it's a relative of Karen.
Little brother, potentially. What do you think about this one? Yeah, I think the little brother's chill. I definitely think the guy on the left is old and yaps a lot, so I'm definitely going to go with little bro.
Yeah. That shell episode is one of my favorites.
Who is this, honestly?
Bro, that's the pickle guy. Do I have to carry you this whole episode?
You might have to carry me because I'm impressed.
The guy that comes in and he says there's no pickles on the burger and he hides it under his tongue and they grab his tongue and he has the pickles the whole time. He was like trying to get free burgers. And the guys on the right are from the SpongeBob movie, I think, when he's trying to surf the big kahuna. They're like just kind of drumming in the background.
Yeah, I think definitely the guy has strategy in life. He's trying to get some free burgers.
I respect it.
I'm going to respect the game first round. I'm going to give him the win here.
Yeah, for sure.
We got the AI spatula versus the seahorse. This is a great matchup very early in the round.
Very side character-esque.
Spatula has a lot of power, but wraps SpongeBob up in the wrong things, makes him driven for success too much instead of enjoying life. And the seahorse does enjoy life a lot. Yeah. So good matchup here. Definitely in the first round, I'm going to have to go with the more talented player.
Yeah, if you ever play the SpongeBob video game, you ride the seahorse. And that's the only really thing I can remember it from, but it was fun, so.
I was gonna go with the spatula, but I do like the seahorse more, so I'm glad you picked the seahorse.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just because the spatula, he's not even performing at a higher level with the spatula, so what's the point of the spatula?
And also shout out Seahorse, first tournament bracket upset, so there's upsets in every bracket, so great choice.
Next one we got is the bird from like the opening clips, anytime they go above water. And I don't know if this is Bubble Boy, but I think it's like his kid, like Bubble Boy's kid.
Does Bubble Boy have like a mischievous attitude in life?
I don't know, he doesn't talk.
I think I'm pairing Bubble Boy with Paper SpongeBob. Paper SpongeBob is a demon. Yeah, you think Bubble Boy's got that dog in him like that, or?
I like Bubble Boy here over this bird because you can see the strings from the bird, so we know he's fake. Bubble Boy, at least if this is Bubble Kid, like at least he's real, you know?
Yeah, and also for Bubble Boy, a lot of more mysterious effect to him.
Yeah.
A lot of mystique. I like Bubble Boy. So we got Crocodile Man versus Mr. Krabs' grandpa.
Oh.
Mr. Krabs' grandpa looks like a feisty character. He would definitely beat Dragon Man in a fight. I'm gonna go with Mr. Krabs' pops.
Yeah, I don't know either. Is that actually his dad?
I don't know.
Okay. Next one, we got a big one here. We got Barnacle Boy versus, I know who this guy is. I can't remember what episode he's from. I think it has something to do with music, like a music promoter, but like, is this one too easy?
It's way too easy. Barnacle Boy is is winning here. We got two NPCs in SpongeBob. I'm just gonna go based off looks and commonness. The guy on the left here is always eating in the Krusty Krab.
Yep.
Gotta give him respect as a customer, frequent flyer.
Is that the guy that breaks his leg all the time?
He does a lot.
I think you were mistaken him with this guy.
Nah, that's just his dog. I think they both sit together and eat Krabby Patties.
They're homies?
Yeah.
And what is the thing on the left? Is that a clown?
Looks like a
fish?
clown for sure, yeah.
I'm not rocking with him.
Yeah, I think the guy on the right definitely a more chill guy. Even though he's an NPC, I would eat a Krabby Patty with him.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Dude's always there. Bro is grubbing.
Yeah.
He obviously can't cook. What the? All right, next one we got is what looks like a scrotum versus a big guy with a Halloween mask on.
This is a great example of never to judge a book by its cover. You may think the guy on the right is intimidating and mean and doesn't enjoy life, but he's chilling. He's riding a scooter. Is that a scooter or a bike? It's a bike.
I don't even know.
He's a dog. He makes a bike look like a scooter. So much aura. Give me that man right there.
Yeah, bro is glazing someone he does not know.
Chill dude right here. That is not a SpongeBob character on the left. This is the only way the guy on the right wins this matchup right here.
Dude, that's the guy from the band. I don't remember what band. I really need to watch a SpongeBob episode. I haven't seen him.
I think you need to watch less SpongeBob because I think you know way too much.
Yeah, because I keep seeing characters where I'm like, I know who that is, but I don't really know who that is. You know what I mean?
Right. It's the only way he's winning that. So
next up, we got two guys that I have no idea who this is. Is that like the invisible boatmobile if you could see it? And that guy's got a schnauzer on his face, so he looks happy though.
Is the boatmobile an applicable contestant in this bracket?
I don't think so.
Does he talk? Does he have a soul? If he does, I'd give him the win. I'm too unsure there. I'd have to give it to... Is that a chef? Is he cooking up?
He's cooking worms.
They don't look terrible.
Yeah.
Maybe he's working at the chum bucket and making the most of what he's got.
That could be. Yeah.
Could be true.
Oh, we got the... Sensei? What is that guy? You remember him? He's from something.
I do remember him, but I don't know where I remember him from. I've seen his face.
And is this like HIV Patrick? Why has he got red dots all over him?
This is Patrick in Thor when Thor became fat. And it makes me sad. It's not Patrick. It's not who he is.
Patrick's always fat.
Yeah, but he's definitely more fat here.
He's got like hives here. He might have crabs.
Think it's terrible to have sexually transmitted diseases. Maybe Patrick was getting too freaky around,
Sandy.
Around the bikini bottom.
We're gonna go with Sensei.
And also just a down bad Patrick.
Yeah.
Not my type of Patrick.
Yeah.
Oh, this man right here. What's his name? He's like the Davy Jones.
I don't know who that
SpongeBob.
is. No, that's not.
This is the guy who lurks around the pirate ship.
No, that's not him.
Really?
That's a different guy.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, and then we got Mailman on the right.
Yeah, Mailman's for sure taking the L here. Not intimidating at all. Definitely seems like a pushover.
For sure.
So,
yeah. Oh my goodness. Why would they? Okay, what is that thing on the left? First of all, second of all, can you even eliminate SpongeBob for the first couple rounds?
You can't. And even if we did want to, SpongeBob's winning. SpongeBob's such a cool guy. I feel like he can talk himself out of any situation and make himself likable. That's what makes SpongeBob so great. SpongeBob's winning here.
So, all right, we got SpongeBob with a mustache when he was trying to put on a disguise, and Plankton.
Plankton's not a first round exit.
Can't be.
He does so much for the show.
Right.
He's got to stay in it.
It's too easy.
He's gonna match up with SpongeBob here soon, so
you will. All right, next up we got Mr. Krabs' mom, super annoying voice, not really rocking with her, maybe in her prime. And then we got the seal who was having the tan party. And this episode is kind of hilarious because they wouldn't let SpongeBob and Patrick in unless they were a certain darkness level. And I just thought it was super ironic because if it was the other way around.
Yeah, definitely giving me group leader vibes on the right. Don't like it, but at the same time does harness a lot of power with people. The Mr. Krabs' mom is that? Or is that Mr. Krabs going through identity crisis? Okay, Mr. Krabs' mom.
Yeah.
I don't know. If they were in an argument confrontation, who would win? I think
mom.
Mr. Krabs' mom would win.
Yeah, we'll take her.
So, we got Donald Trump.
We got Donald Trump versus the dude with the really small head.
Yo, Donald Trump just survived getting shot in the head. I mean, I don't know.
Is that actually Donald Trump? I don't.
Looks like he has a red tie too.
We'll give him the win.
Definitely skinnier than Donald Trump, actually.
Yeah, we'll give him the win for getting shot in the head.
For sure. Shout out on.
All right, this is one of the minions for Atlantis. And then the guy on the right is one of Plankton's relatives, I think. He's part of the Plankton family. And I don't know much about him, but the guy on the left's super annoying.
The guy on the left feels like he knows everything, but the guy on the right looks like he has his familial values up to par. So
yeah, he knows everything too, you know?
Who would you enjoy conversation with more? Guy on the left or guy on the right?
Guy on the right looks like a down-to-earth dude. Yeah.
Just looks like a chill dude. This guy on the left does not look like a chill dude.
You don't know him?
He does love his mom though.
Bro, he's the bodyguard for the Salty Spittoon.
Oh Great player right here on the left.
And we have, is this Mason Rudolph SpongeBob after Myles Garrett hit him in the head? I mean, this dude's just OG for me. I think we got to go with Mom. Next up, we got the Flying Dutchman.
The Flying Dutchman.
And Patrick's parents.
Is this even a conversation?
I don't think it should be. Flying Dutchman.
Yeah. We got Jack SpongeBob. I didn't realize how much identity crisis SpongeBob goes through in life.
Yeah. I think that's a different character, though. I'm not going to lie.
Who's winning in a fight, though? This is a good matchup.
I don't know what that thing on the right is. Is that like Sandy Cheeks, like off acid, or?
I mean, I think the fact that he's being so intimidating means that he's insecure in himself, so he wants to make people flee him. I think SpongeBob, in this mindset, even though it's not who he is as a person, is beating up anyone in a fight. Like, he's going in.
I agree. We'll go with him.
Yeah. Gary the Snail.
Next one, we got Gary the Snail versus one of the shot. Yeah, we're gonna go with Gary the Snail.
Gary the Snail is a championship contender. I mean, not much to say here, honestly.
Yeah, for real.
Ooh.
I don't know this guy's name, but one of the top supervillains from Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy versus Old Man Jenkins. And I think, I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of want the underdog here.
I do like the underdog, but I'm probably gonna have to give him the win here.
Who?
Supervillain.
I don't even know his name. You gonna give it to him over Old Man Jenkins?
He's flying in that picture. He's literally flying.
Yeah, but Old Man Jenkins is fly.
I think Old Man Jenkins is just like a boomer, and he just doesn't know enough, and he acts like he does. I think he's getting taken advantage of in every situation, fight, conversation, anything. I can't.
I did just think of the name. This is Man Ray, so since I thought of the name, I'll give it to you.
I'll take it. You got that one.
I've seen the one on the right before. We're gonna go with that one.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we are in round 2 of the bracket.
We got the Texas Bullworm versus the Hand. This one's kind of easy for me.
So easy.
Yeah.
Not much to say.
You going with the bull?
Yeah.
Hey, if you mess with the bull,
Hit the worm.
you get the worm. Get the worm.
Ooh, 2 alpha males.
For sure. I think one's faking it. I'm not gonna lie to you. You know which one I'm talking about?
I think Larry the Lobster doesn't really have that dog in him because he's skipping leg day.
He's skipping leg day.
So,
yeah, let's go with Drill Sergeant.
I'll tell you what.
Matchup of mid.
This is a situation where Lil Bro cannot talk himself out of this situation. He's getting bent in half and broken, and the machine stops working.
Like Sketch.
It's been a good journey for Lil Bro, but he got broken in half there for sure.
Yeah. We got Mr. Pickles, is what I'm gonna refer to him as, just so you know. No, I know his name. Bubble Bass. Bubble Bass versus the Seahorse.
I think Bubble Bass is on a Cinderella run right here. I think he beats Pickle Man, honestly.
Bubble Bass is Pickle Man, but I'll forgive you and we'll go with both.
I was thinking of fish when I paired Seahorse and fish, but this is interesting. I think Bubble Boy can make Mr. Krabs' grandpa make himself crazy just by the way he manipulates people. What do you think?
Yeah, I'm rocking with Bubble Boy. I think it's Bubble Boy. I don't know. All right, we got the second biggest nose on the show outside of Squidward versus a dude who is always, you know what I'm thinking of with this guy? He's the guy who like sniffs in and he's like, what is that smell? And I see it in memes all the time.
Yeah, I think definitely the most beloved NPC, but definitely no match for Barnacle Boy.
Yep.
That's easy. It's so easy.
You want the burger guy?
I want the burger guy.
Yeah, burger guy.
Yeah.
Next up, we got the guy in the band who's kind of a geek versus Blobfish Man.
2 characters that don't belong in round 2 at all. They are first round exit tier guys. I gotta pick the lesser of 2 evils.
Right.
Band Boy seems like more of a chill dude, I guess.
Yeah, we'll go with him. And I actually know who he is.
For sure.
We got the off-brand Flying Dutchman versus the Koala Bear. I still don't know why the Koala Bear is underwater, but I think I'm rocking with off-brand Dutchman.
Yeah, Koala Bear just seems very unauthentic.
Yeah.
You don't live underwater. You're not an underwater animal.
He's kind of, he's just putting on a facade.
You know, off-brand Flying Dutchman can fly around the Krusty Krab, the Bikini Bottom, because he's a ghost. You can go anywhere. So,
right.
Wow.
It's a tough round 2.
Big matchup right here. I think, honestly, who is the more influential character who carries the show? Let's be logical here.
Yeah, we'll go with these one.
Can't take out SpongeBob.
Yeah, not yet. Yo, Mr. Krabs' mom and Donald Trump.
I can see this as a couple, honestly. I ship them. I like the way they look together. I think they both are the same amount of smart and capable in their brain. I'm gonna have to go with Mr. Krabs' mom because she's looking kind of bad right there, honestly.
She got Plankton's hillbilly cousin and the bodyguard at the Salty Spittoon. What are we doing?
The fact that you said the bodyguard at the Salty Spittoon. The fact that... Hold on. The fact that you said the bodyguard at the Salty Spittoon just explains the fact that he's the man.
Yep.
I hate to see my guy lose right here, but he's no match.
Yeah, no match. This one should be pretty easy. Flying Dutchman versus SpongeBob on roids.
Just because SpongeBob's on roids, he's still a ghost, he's a spirit, he's a Flying Dutchman.
Yeah. How you going to touch Davy Jones' locker?
You're not touching the boy. Gary the Snail here versus Man Ray. What do you think?
This one easy too, man. Man Ray is not even the biggest Mermaid Man Barnacle Boy villain. It's the Dirty Bubble.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Gary the Snail is too smart too.
Round 3, it's starting to get real. It's starting to get heated. We're starting to get some good matchups here, Bailey. What are we thinking about this one?
Big body worm, bull worm here, but who's more mentally strong?
That was actually my nickname in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Big body worm boy.
So you were like ginormous in high school? Because I've seen pictures.
Who do you want to go with here?
I think all about the mentality. Why is the lion the king of the jungle? It's the mentality. I don't see mentality in the bullworm here. I see a big angry guy.
You've been watching motivational videos.
Mentally strong here, I gotta go with Sergeant.
Drill Sergeant making a run here, to be honest.
Yeah, honestly.
This one I think is easy. Bubble Bass versus, I don't know, random character in the prison. No match for Bubble Bass. Dude,
it's been a good run. This is a good matchup. I do see Barnacle Boy getting manipulated by him, but at the same time, I could see Barnacle Boy taking Bubble Boy out.
I honestly think it's closer than most people would think here.
It's a great matchup.
Barnacle Boy is definitely more famous, but as an overall character, Barnacle Boy has been carried his whole career. Let's be honest, by Mermaid Man.
Yep.
He's a Debbie Downer. He's very negative. He's not even the most famous big nose character on the show. And Bubble Boy came in only a couple episodes, and he had one of the more iconic episodes of all time. So
this is true. Is this an upset or is it really not?
I think it's an upset. All right, we got 2 NPCs in round 3. This is getting kind of extreme.
So let's think of it this way. Who is the least NPC out of these 2? Who is the most mentally sophisticated?
The one on the right is a one-off.
I got a face. Who is the most mentally sophisticated being here?
One on the left is consistent, so I'd say he's more NPC, but also that just means he's around more.
Makes sense, makes sense.
I think he's an icon in the show. I think we got to keep him.
He's essential to the show, honestly. Wow.
This ain't no matchup.
This ain't no matchup.
This ain't no matchup.
It ain't.
SpongeBob's pointing at who's winning this one. Yeah. I'm low-key loving this next matchup. We got Mr. Krabs' mom, and we got Mom Man. And he's got the tattoo of Mom on his chest.
Yep.
And one of them, they're both very aggressive in different ways. I kind of see guy on the right getting a little soft around Mr. Krabs' mom.
Mr. Krabs' mom is the soft spot to this man. He can't compete.
Yep.
Wow.
Flying Dutchman, Gary the Snail. It's a tough one.
This one is very tough.
We're sending someone big home right here.
I think, honestly, this is the most thought-out matchup of this tournament so far. I'm going to have to stick with Gary Snail.
Yeah, I think Gary the Snail is more iconic. Next
easy.
up, we got Drill Sergeant and Bubble Bass.
Too easy. Pick him. Just pick him.
You want me to pick who I think?
Yeah. Wow, I wouldn't have picked him.
Bro, Bubble Bass, come on, man.
Cinderella run for Bubble Bass so far. Bubble Boy versus
Boy.
NPC.
Bubble Boy.
Man, Bubble Boy is making a run as well.
It's going to be Bubble Bass, Bubble Boy in the semis. Oh, man.
Ooh, this is getting good.
I actually don't think this is as close as we think.
I think it's closer than people might realize, but, you know, SpongeBob.
Oh, next up, we got Gary the Snail and is that Bubble Boy's pet? I don't know. 2 pets. One of them is obviously dogging the other one.
Right.
We'll go with the
classic. One of the goats.
Bubble Bass, Bubble Boy.
Bubble matchup. This is all you. What do you think?
This is tough for me. I'm not going to lie. Due to there being a little bit of hesitation if this is actually Bubble Boy or if it's his kid, I kind of want to lean toward Bubble Bass, but at the same time, if that is Bubble Boy, I have to put him on. So
I would agree. I'm a big Bubble Boy fan in this matchup.
Yeah.
Whew. Okay. I already know who I want, and I think I'll disagree with you here. Do you want me to take this one?
Yeah, you take this one.
I think everyone has a deep love for SpongeBob, and he's the best character on the show, respectively. But Gary the Snail, once you understand who Gary the Snail is, he makes the most of every situation he's in. He has to live in a pineapple house with an idiot who gets all the attention, and he doesn't ever get to speak his mind.
And he's nonverbal, yeah.
I think Gary the Snail as a person, or snail should I say,
Right.
is a cooler snail or person or being than SpongeBob. Hot take. I'm gonna take Gary the Snail here.
We got Gary the Snail. I don't hate it.
Wow. I think this is where Bubble Boy's run comes to a sad end here.
I agree.
Great run, though. And that's it for part 1 of our SpongeBob Ultimate Bracket Challenge.
We got Gary the Snail heading into the finals. Make sure you tune into part 2 so you see who's going to compete with Gary, and we'll crown our winner in part